Hey everyone, what's going on? Mike here with Protein Hacks, and today I'm going to be giving you 5 quick tips on baking with protein or cooking with protein in general, and we're getting started right now. So before I get into number 1, just wanted to explain a little further into this. These are just 5 really quick tips for baking with whey protein powder to help make sure that you're getting the traditional dessert, snack, flavor, and texture that you want and that you're, aiming at. We're making supplement foods. We're using protein powders in these foods, but we still want a delicious snack that we can come back to over and over again and that we can enjoy for our diet plans. So number 1 on the list, guys, is proper portioning of your protein powder. This is a really crucial step, guys, and what I mean by proper portioning is you want to make sure you're adding enough protein powder, but not too much protein powder. So if your recipe calls for a certain amount of flour, you don't want to replace more than half of that flour with your protein powder. If you do, it might end up a little too rubbery and really dry, and it's going to be really unenjoyable. So make sure you're not doing more than half, and you're going to be good to go. It usually doesn't take that much anyway, and if your recipe doesn't call for flour or any kind of dry ingredients at all, and it's only protein powder, then you don't have to worry about that. A good example of this would be my peanut butter cookie recipe. There's really no flour in there at all. We're just using protein powder and peanut butter, so that one would be an exception. But if your recipe requires flour, or you're taking a recipe that already has flour in it and you want to make it into a protein snack, all you got to do is just, find the level of protein you want. Just don't go more than half. Number 2, guys, going back into the moisture and the texture of this, you got to moisturize your mix. My personal favorite is a banana. When bananas are getting ripe, they're really brown. You think this thing probably isn't even good to eat anymore, and it's really mushy when you open it up. It may not be that great to eat alone, but I'll tell you right now, they're amazing for baking. So if you ever have any bananas that are overripe and you're not going to be doing any baking anytime soon, you can always peel them, throw them in the freezer, save them for a smoothie or ice cream recipe, or let them thaw out and you can use them in your baking on a different day. So ripe bananas are a great alternative. You could also use applesauce, which is awesome. Greek yogurt is a really good idea here because that's going to boost your protein level up even higher. This is Protein Hacks. I love the idea of Greek yogurt. Canned pumpkin's always great. Gives you a lot of fiber, filling food. It's going to keep you full for longer, help you fight those cravings. They all have their bonuses, and it really just depends on what you're making. For a banana bread recipe, obviously I'm probably going to use bananas. For maybe something more pumpkin spicy, I'll use the canned pumpkin instead, and it just goes by personal preference. Honestly, you don't really taste these too much except for in the banana bread. These are just moisturizers, and you want to make sure you include them in your recipes so you don't have a dry, boring snack that's going to be unenjoyable for you. Number 3 is going to be talking about cookies specifically, and we're also going back into the moisturizing department. You have to make sure that you're using fats in your cookie recipes. I know a lot of us have weight loss goals and we're trying to avoid fats, but fats aren't always the enemy, guys. You really have to make sure that you're getting fats in your cookie recipe if you want that delicious, moist, soft inside with the crispy, crunchy outside. You have to use fats in your recipe. If you don't use fats in your recipe, your cookies are going to come out more like breads or like almost a cracker, and it's not going to be the same at all. If you want your cookies to be just like your grandma used to make them, you got to use some fats in there. Now, I'm not saying get a tub of lard and throw them into your recipe. You can always use coconut oil, which is awesome. Grass-fed butter. If you're trying to, make better decisions, there's always ingredients out there for you. If you're not too worried about that and you're just trying to make some delicious protein snacks, use regular butter, use oil, use whatever you need to get those fats in the recipe. Not all fats are bad. There's plenty of healthy fats out there. The coconut oil is a perfect example of this. Even using nut butters in the recipe in place of oils is perfect. Peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, these are all oils made from nuts, so they'll work perfectly. The example again we're using is our peanut butter protein cookie recipe. That's basically all healthy fats and protein powder mixed together with an egg, and that's it. So a lot of healthy fats in nut butter and coconut oil. You can use regular butter. It's up to you guys. Just make sure you're getting it in the cookies and you're gonna have a great recipe. Number 5, guys, enjoy what you're making. Use ingredients that you enjoy in your foods. I make my food a certain way, but I'm always encouraging everyone to add things that you love into your ingredients. Add your favorite nuts, a little bit of frosting or syrup to things. It's up to you. But the key here is, guys, is to enjoy your meals. If you can surround yourself with foods that you're loving and are benefiting you towards your goals and are fitting your diet plan, you're gonna build consistency and you're going to find success. I guarantee it. The number one reason people stop dieting or lose track of their fitness is because they're not enjoying it. If you can find a way to enjoy the things you're eating, enjoy your workouts, and fall in love with this lifestyle, you're going to find success, I promise you. And whatever's gonna make you love it even more, do it. You gotta have fun with it. That's all I'm asking. And that's all we got for today, guys. Thanks for checking out this quick video. Hope you can find some help from it. If you're enjoying protein hacks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be doing a lot of quick tips like this, plenty of recipes in between. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next protein hacks. If you ever end up watching any of my videos on YouTube and you see that I'm kind of standing weird, it's probably because of this. And if you ever see a tiny little hand pop up in the screen and just start pulling at my shirt, I promise you I don't have a tiny little hand, and it's that guy right there. Hi, daddies!